Today we are going to be learning about polynomials. So a polynomial is going to be an expression consisting of many terms. So an expression has no equal sign. So when we look at our example, we have no equal sign and we have many terms. So each term is going to be each one of these. So I have 2x cubed first term, 5x squared is my second term, negative 4x is my third term, and then positive 7 is my fourth term. And then standard form of a polynomial is going to be when we list the terms from their highest exponent to the lowest exponent. So again, looking at our example, so our exponent here is 3. That's going to be our greatest exponent. Then we go to 2, our second largest exponent. If we have no exponent there, we assume the exponent is 1. And then our fourth term, we have no variable with no exponent. So this example is going to be in standard form right now. Okay, the highest exponent is going to be called the degree. So 3 is my highest exponent, so my degree is going to be 3. And when I classify my polynomials, all polynomials are classified by degree and number of terms. So my degree was 3, so I'm going to use this little chart here. 3, so it's going to be cubic. My degree is going to be cubic. And then I'm going to classify it by the number of terms. So in this one here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So 4 or more is going to be a polynomial. So this is going to be a cubic polynomial. So first we're going to look at our chart for degree and then our chart for our terms. And we're going to put those two together. So we're going to look at an example together. So we'll look at a couple. So number 1, I have 6. So that is going to be 1 term. And I have no exponent there. So if I have no variable there, I'm going to assume my exponent is 0. So if my degree is 0, it is going to be constant. And number of terms, I have 1 term here. So 1 term is going to make it monomial. So this 6 will be a constant monomial. We're going to look at number 2. I have negative 2x. So my degree, if I have no exponent there, I assume my exponent is 1. So my degree is going to be 1. So that is going to be linear. And then I'm going to look for the number of terms. Here again, I only have that 1 term. So this is again going to be monomial. Now we are going to write polynomials in standard form. So once again, standard form is just listing out the terms from the highest exponent to the lowest exponent. So looking at number 7, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. Our largest exponent on this one is going to be our 2. So we're going to list 2x squared first. So 2x squared. Second largest exponent is going to be here. So if I have no exponent there, I assume it is 1. So 1 is going to come right after this one. So plus 3x. And then my last term is going to be 1. If I have no variable there, I assume the exponent is 0 because anything raised to 0 is 1. So plus 1. This one is now in standard form. We're going to look at number 8. So I have x squared plus 64 minus x plus 7x cubed. So my highest exponent is going to be 3. So my 7x cubed is going to go first. 2 is going to be my next largest one. So I'm going to have plus x squared. Negative x, no exponent there, so I'm assuming it is 1, and I'm going to keep the sign with it. So negative x, and then 64 is all I have left with no variable, so that's going to go on the end. So 7x cubed plus x squared minus x plus 64. We are also going to be adding and subtracting polynomials today, so all you're doing when you're adding and subtracting polynomials is you are combining like terms. So when we look at example 1, I have 18x minus 2x squared plus 15, and then plus 3x squared minus 10 minus 8x. So first thing I want to do is get rid of this parenthesis. So I'm going to rewrite this. So in this first one, I'm just going to rewrite 18x minus 2x squared plus 15. And then I'm distributing this plus 1, but everything's going to stay the same because anything times positive 1 is itself. So plus 3x squared minus 10 minus 8x. Now I am just going to combine my like terms. So I'm going to start with my highest exponent. So I have negative 2x squared and positive 3x squared. So negative 2 plus 3 gives me positive 1. Don't need to write the 1, so I just have x squared. Then I'm going to go on to everything that has an exponent of 1. So if I have no exponent on my x, I assume that's 1. No exponent on my x, I assume that's 1. So I have 18x and then negative 8x. So 18x plus negative 8x gives me positive 10x. And then what I'm left with, I have positive 15 and negative 10. Positive 15 plus negative 10 gives me positive 5. And then that will be your answer, x squared plus 10x plus 5. Same thing when we are subtracting. We are combining like terms, but we are subtracting them. So I have 6x squared plus 7x minus 10x squared plus 3x squared plus 2. So first thing I want to do, get rid of these parentheses. So 6x squared plus 7x is going to stay the same. If I have a negative outside of my parentheses, that's a negative 1. And I need to distribute that to all three terms inside the parentheses. So it's going to be negative 10x minus 3x squared, and then minus 2. So distributing that all, a negative times a positive makes those all negatives. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. 6x squared, negative 3x squared. So 6x squared plus negative 3x squared is going to give me 3x squared. And then I have 7x, negative 10x, 7 minus 10x is going to give me negative 3x. And then I just have a negative 2 by itself, not going to combine that with anything, so minus 2. That's going to be my answer. 3x squared minus 3x minus 2.